Okay. Are we ready for office hours? Uh-oh. Yeah, bye. Yeah, bye. Oh my goodness. More. What's that? What's that? What's that in the corner? Oh my god. More business. Where I need my hands to grab stuff. More business. Screaming. No, guys. Happy Wednesday. Please, guys, hydrate. 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 Hang on. That was... Oh, shit. Eh? I'm sorry! No, I didn't see it played music. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh god. It was louder than the intro music. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I blasted your ears. Oh goodness. Oh. Oh. I forgot it had audio. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the music to my video that you see in the corner. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh well. Okay. Shit happens. Shit happens. Okay. And there was a cheese slap that didn't go through because it was in the background. Guys, are you okay now? I'm very sorry. Why are you... Wait, why are Nina and Wolfie going? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Forgive me. Forgive me. Okay. Can I mute this? I'm very sorry. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Such a big oopsie hasn't happened in a while. I hope your ears are okay. I really hope your ears are okay. Okay. Anyways. Hi. I feel so bad now. I'm so sorry. But hey, office hours today. What did you say? I was just peeking in the corner and being like, oh my god, look at this. What is that? Oh, what is that? What is that? Meanwhile, you're being blasted by the music of that video. It wasn't anything important. I didn't say anything important yet. Oh, I'm so sorry. Man, that shit sucks. People leaving the YouTube. Have fun, Inan. Have fun watching on YouTube. Yeah, I need to keep in mind that I mute the BGM as soon as we start playing games today. Okay, anyways, sorry for the big, loud stuff. At least it was some eerie, nice music. I don't know if anyone has noticed on Twitter, because I don't know if you guys have watched that teaser with the music. But yeah, you can hear her knocking on the glass. Yeah, welcome in. Hi Ninen, hi China, hi Garrett, hi Coco, hi Wolfie, hi Abel.
Good day everyone.
Good
Stay
day.
hydrated and have fun with our favorite fox.
Yes, and please stay hydrated, guys. It's gonna be hot today. It's hot today and tomorrow and Friday and Saturday and Sunday and next week. Yeah, hi Togat, hi Mondragon, hi Fafa, hi Raku, hi Nick, hi Ming, hi Locke, hi Pines, welcome. Hi Ray. Hi 40. Good morning. Good morning. Hi Misty. Okay. We need an emote for too loud. Because I see your messages now, but it wasn't clear enough. I'm sorry. Hi, Christoph. Wee. Hey, Altar. Hi, Altarion. Hey, Stat. Okay. Hi, Robles. Have a nice day. You guys. Okay. Who gave me sub? Hi, KH. Welcome in. We had some sub bombs last stream. So, welcome in. Enjoy your emotes. Hi, Mobro. Hi, Yuzu. Hi, Vita.
Oh, you look.
Fun lurking. Hi, Thor. Moin. Welcome in. Alrighty. I like the emotes, they're pretty. Thank you. I will have... we will work on new emotes next week, Wednesday. Yeah, because there's stuff coming up. But, I mean, I could say it technically. I could technically say it, right? You know it. You see it. There is something coming. Hi, Nota. Welcome in. Hi, Abu. Hi, Mari. Okay. Cookie nom emote? No. This not, but I have a couple new in mind that I like using. I usually pick emotes that I use myself, so hopefully you will like them. But yeah, have fun looking. God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, man, it bothers me that I ruined your ears. That's so unlike me. Man, I hope it didn't ruin anything. I'm sorry. Man. Hi, HK. It wasn't that bad. It depends on which loudness you guys hear on Twitch, right? So, yeah. Man, I'll do better. Hi, Luan. Can you get us out of the air fryer? All the toffees are done and fried now. Please, no. You're not, because I told you to hydrate. So, I bet that you guys are fine. I don't hear. Please don't say that. This little scuff, yeah. I need to take care of the special debut that's gonna happen next week. And see how I do it. I'm deaf in one ear, but that's not because of your stream. I'm so sorry to hear. Oh, man. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're well, and I hope you're excited to play some more of that funky little hey, I'm only yapping game. I'm again, just like last week Wednesday, I am awaiting a package. And I hope the guy decides to deliver before I start. Because I really want to focus on the game. How's your day, Ventina? It's been good and busy. I slept a tad longer today. I grabbed a coffee. I cleaned the apartment a bit, and that, like, it felt like a bit, but it took forever. And then it was almost time for lunch, so I didn't really spend time on the PC today yet. But it was needed. So I got some, some chores done. That's okay. Velour, hello! I hope you enjoyed the first days. Japan people, how is it in Japan? How many degrees? I'm curious now, because it's freaking hot in Europe. How is it in Japan? Tell me. Good evening. Hi, Percy. Eat change the water, mix the thingy stuff in the shower, where the hot and cold water gets mixed before leaving the shower head. That sounds complicated, man. But congrats. Congratulations. I'm bracing for the heat. You got this, guys. You got this. Just don't leave the house, I guess, and get a fan or something. I ordered food. I'm waiting. Next. Which food? What? Pizza? Pasta? Burger? I made soup a couple of days ago and I still have so much soup. I can have another lunch tomorrow and then hopefully it's done. And I had soup yesterday and I had soup now. I will have soup tomorrow. But it's gonna be okay. It's 72F. What's 72F? 72F in Celsius. It's 22 degree? What? Okay. Summer in Japan, Summer in Japan, like June in Japan, okay. Alright, I'm noting this down for next year. Okay, that's interesting. Highlight. Welcome. Sounds productive. Yeah, my morning was productive. Yeah. I plan to work today after stream because we are just relaxing. I don't know for how long. I don't know how many hours we can spend in the game today because it's part 2. But I don't know if it's like another 3 hours or if it's less. And we also touched part of it, more or less. I'm curious. Yeah. But yeah, I will work today after stream. After food, I will waddle to university and do fun carbon fiber stuff. Good luck. Okay. Hi, Historic. Nice to meet you. Can I mute everything of that sound source? The model whip. Monitor off. Boom, 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 boom. It's a no track. Okay. Hey, Psycho! Hope you're hydrated and safe from the heat. I am. Even though I have an AC, today I can feel it. Today I can feel that it's warmer in my room, and looking at the temperatures in the next couple of days, I feel like the AC will have a hard time catching up with everything. Let's see. But I'm very comfy. I can work, guys. I'm cool. I'm still cool. Inside the house, outside the house, just hot. I feel that. Yeah, I was touching grass yesterday because I was meeting with friends for dinner. Oh boy, it was, I don't know. We were sitting outside in the shadow. It was still, I think, 30 degrees. And I looked into the menu before we went, and I was like, yeah, I'm taking curry. I'm getting curry. I love curry. And then I sat in that heat. I was like, I'm taking a salad. I'm one salad, please. That's it. I cannot take anything else. Grabs your AC. Pam, no. Hi, Pam. You can come over. I just put a second tablet here and then we can just work in my cool room. How about that? It's nice to see you. Hello. I put some stuff I got on the Discord. I will check it out. Nice. Thanks for sharing. Tina got a taste of that AC less life. Hey, it's the first apartment with AC. I have been living, like my first flat was on the last floor of the building, in a very old building. Do you have any idea how hot it was in there? I survived 2 or 3 hot summers in that first flat. Like, I was dying. I know how it feels like. I can relate, guys. Trust me. Like, it's already cruel if you live in, like, the first or second floor, but the last floor is... Ooh! Ooh! It's intense. It made you stronger? Yeah, perhaps. I remember having... starting with streaming, and I started small, so I would stream from my MacBook, which is stupid, because a notebook isn't made for such heavy stuff, especially a MacBook, especially that MacBook, because it was one of its worst kind. It was one of the worst MacBooks made, I think. Alex, hello. Hi, Alex. Alex, how was work? Alex, how was rigging? Are you okay? Are you hydrated? Take a break. Grab something to eat. Go with the dog. Do something. Welcome in. Hi, Raiders. We are about to play games today. It's a very fun game, so I hope you are excited. Lots of yapping, because there's a narrator who would not shut up for, like, nothing. He's yapping the entire time. Gamers, Tyner, yeah. And so I will work after stream today, without you. Rigging without you. Or maybe with you. No, hang on, no. Actually, no, I have to do V-Bridger. I'm gonna die in Minecraft. Working on V-Bridger again, oh god. It will cost me 2 days, I think. Yeah, guys, Raiders, I'm just talking about how I used to live in an apartment without AC, and it was horrible. It was so horrible that in my first year of streaming, I streamed with a MacBook, and it was one of its worst kind. It was really like the fans would not work properly, and because of OBS being so heavy for that old MacBook, like it hits its 8th year now. It's 8 years old. So it was already like 3 or 4 years old at that time, and I remember like a very hot summer where I had to cool it with some ice cubes, like wrapped into some like thin blanket for the MacBook to just survive my 3-hour stream. Because the additional cooling I had for it also wasn't enough, so I grabbed extra like ice cubes. Yeah, I had cooling pads and everything. I had to get everything together to make this MacBook survive my stream. And then I decided to get a PC after some time. That was crazy. Yeah. So I'm very grateful. I'm very, very, very grateful to have the AC. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. The life hacks we need in summer, like, yeah, cooling pads, and in winter, like having those heating pads for your shoes to always have warm feet. Life hacks. Yeah. We're good getting food? Hell yeah, let's go. Hi Ice Cream. Hi Spade. Spade, it's nice to see you. How have you been? Hi Cutie. What's up? Happy Wednesday. Happy hot Wednesday. During my PhD studies, I lived in a small flat under the roof. Some summers I went into uni early morning and returned after sunset because my office and the apartment room were better protected from heat. Oh, I get that. I've seen like an art friend of mine being like, oh yeah, I cannot sleep, it's too hot. So I'm becoming an American now. Switching day and night, working at night, sleeping at day because I can't bear the heat. I was like, okay, that's a method too, I guess. But yeah, stay cool and hydrated. Yeah, if you can, guys, also hydrate. Yesterday, when I went with my friends, I ordered a lemonade, like a homemade, like self-made lemonade, something. And they brought it with ice cubes, but when the lady arrived, the ice cubes were barely visible and the water, like the lemonade, wasn't really cool at all. And so we would just all drink like really warm lemonade. Like, warm lemonade is not so delicious. Really. I ordered like cucumber mint lemonade. I was like, oh yeah, cucumber is refreshing. I should get a very cool, nice cucumber lemonade. And then it just arrived warm. But yeah, whatever. It was kind of refreshing, at least from the flavors. Sounds disgusting. It was okay, but I didn't expect it. Amazing. Alrighty. I think we could already start, shall we? Shall we? Oh wait, maybe, if you're interested, maybe. But I will repeat myself for the next couple of streams, but you liking this video in the corner? Right? This will happen next week, Saturday, if you're interested. And I will prepare a trailer. So I hope I can post it next Wednesday, live on stream. And additionally, just so you have heard it, the debut will happen on the Twitch front page. So they said yes once again. Not me being nervous. Not me being nervous. Thank you so much for the follow. So they accepted me for the front page. So I will pee my pants. I think. What have I done? But yes, so this will happen. I have to figure out if I have to stream right at the start of my slot, because I wanted to shift times a tiny bit and start the stream around 3 or 4 p.m. And the slot starts at 12. So I don't need 8 hours. You know, you have an 8-hour slot when you stream on the front page, but we don't need that. I would make it a normal debut stream, like 2 or 3 hours. And that's it. Maybe play something. Maybe be silly. But not the full 8 hours. But yeah, I will figure out the time. But I was so happy. I'll be nervous. I can't wait. I tested the model. I got rid of some things that didn't work before. So I'm very happy. I'm just waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on some commissions. But it will be okay. At least we get the model, we get the tracking, we get at least one new song. And I'm making new emotes for you guys. So there's some new things coming. Yeah. I'm very excited. Alright, that was it. I think we can start the game now. Okay. I have opened it already. I prepared that stuff already. So we are good with the sounds. I put a small filter on top of the game today, so whenever I speak on top of the narrator, game goes down a little with the volume, so we don't overlap too much. Should be a nice effect. Let's see. I'll see in the VOD if I like it. It'll be amazing. Thank you. Okie dokie. Hi Steel. What's up? Happy Wednesday. Okay, let's go to the game scene. And then oh yeah, you should hear the game already. So that's great. I can't hear it yet. I hear it now. It looks terrifying, to be honest. It looks terrifying. It could be straight out of a horror game, not gonna lie. I'm very curious. I'm so excited for Mr. Narrator-san to give everything again. Thank you so much, Coco. What the heck? They made it too? Spoilers. If you get the Ultra Deluxe, then you might stumble across part 2. Haha. Black. We just found out last time. I don't know how much gameplay is involved now, but we will see. I just have to, just as a side note, package could arrive anytime, like within the next hour. I might run quickly once it happens, so please bear with me. I only need to put myself here, and then narrator about the jump scare you? No, we never had any jump scares, honestly. Not really. So I am confident that it won't happen. Let's see where we continue. But have fun, you guys. Enjoy the adventure. It's a nice game. Also waiting a package? Let's wait together. Press
This
8.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
No, we don't skip. Okay, let's listen again. It's nice.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Employee.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting,
The balloons.
or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. So we are in the same room for part 2? Or do I have to step through the additional door? I guess so. But these balloons
His co-workers were gone.
are new.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
These stupid balloons we found in
No
the...
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
We found in the in-between section. So, I'm curious. Okay. You'll see. Yeah, I guess so. Hi, Saber. Hi, Mooney. Hi, Alex. Welcome in, guys. Enjoy your stay. Oh. The bucket we found. Nice. Nice. The balloons, the bucket. It's all here. Wait, can I?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay. Okay. I like touching things, you know.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up.
Oh, no.
Why was he not doing it?
I don't want to grab the bucket. I am not interested, really. No touching? No, I ignore it. Nope. Oh, okay. I get it now. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. Is that correct? Hiking. We are back in the office. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, no.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer.
It still
there.
goes off. Goes.
66 tuna years owie dink dong cowie dink donk.
Can't speak. Ignore me. Up, looks at. Thank you for 66. What the hell? 66? That's a big one. Up, looks at. That's a big one. Thank you so much for joining in. Is this one PTSD feels like? I don't know, man. That's how you get new endings. Yes, so I will
Stanley
grab the
stepped
bucket
into the
next
broom
time.
closet,
Get it.
But there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But is there more than before? No. Okay.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
Okay, so we
just an
pick up.
empty broom
Wait,
closet.
can I go back? Begin again. Let's see. Okay, we grab the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't like
Stanley
listening to
decided
people.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I just want to ignore him.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I picked up the bucket. Hi, Azrael. Welcome in. Hello. Okay, then we walk with our bucket. But we still have the same path.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
There's no much change. Okay, we still do that. We still do the same. Okay, got it. Okay. What's with
Still
this
no one was here.
stupid bucket?
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Do I?
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
You think so?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yes.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
I do
Nor in his
notice.
bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was
Fuck.
2845.
Yeah. I messed up. Sorry. 2, 8, 4, 5.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Hi Danny, hi Estu. Hi Ming. You could get the full broom closet ending now, but I left the room already. I don't know if the reset... Oh, if the reset helped.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley.
Oh no, we really have to
no
collect them.
reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Alright, will do. Alright. Okay, okay. Easy. Easy peasy. Freaking bucket. Bum 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 bum.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Is the bucket protecting me?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Okay. Something we could do here before? Oh.
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility,
Hell yeah.
and fell over the railing and into the dark void below.
That's what
he
we
fell
missed.
directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home.
Okay.
In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket.
Oh no, he continues
Stanley
yapping.
wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all.
I want to just go into the void.
Trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Okay, I want to fall down again
All
and
its coat was gone.
go into the
What did it
void.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I grabbed the bucket.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Ground, have fun, Lurky.
Stanley clutched the bucket
Good
tightly
luck at
to
the
his
office.
chest and entered the door on his left.
Yes, yes, yes. We do the same again. We repeat. Repeat. Has this changed? I think so. Oh yeah, okay. Something changed here? Yes. We need more planks. Planks. Trust the competitionist instinct. Okay. We will complete stuff. Weird spinning figurines. I'll collect them all. Okay. Okay. It just says bottom text. Nice one. Nice. Hi, Zerfe. Hi, Asta! Asta, what are you doing here? Good morning. Good night. Hi, Shoika. Hi, Saita. Hi, Hitachi. Hi, Miss Rosie Hyde. A true story about a streamer and their friend, the bucket. Yeah. Watch us. Okay. Watch us. Okay, watch me do it again. Try.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Okay, now I have difficulty picking one option.
I've got you something which I think
Shut
will help
up!
settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion.
I'm in the way.
Out, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Can I put it down? What happens if I put it down?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
We are sitting it out, guys. I'm sitting it out.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
I heard him leaving. Fill that bucket with a cold bucket and throw it with cold water, perhaps thrown in my face. I wish I could. I would share with everybody. Crashing out over a bucket. Asta, this game is so fun. Like, the narrator, like him crashing out every now and then isn't hilarious. Okay. What now? Is it over? Is it over now? Can I put it? No. I actually cannot get rid of the bucket. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, fine. I think we are done in this room. I see, absolutely loving it. It's a top tier game, man. It's so funny. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, maybe I do not jump down now, but we move on for a
Stepping
bit.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I know. I speak the bucket language. I can actually talk with him. Hi, Chili. All right, let's go to the facility.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We do not jump down.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
So stupid. Okay.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videoed,
Feels like a deja vu.
monitored like guinea pigs.
Hi, Fog.
The bucket had never
How are
seen
you doing?
anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Everything. I wonder if we find the answer to what's happening.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Will we just
No!
wake up
He
at some
screamed
point?
into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
Hi, Kizu.
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
The fact that they had to record new voice lines for everything just for the bucket is insane to think about, right? It's so fun. It's so silly. I love it. The narrator must have had so much fun with all this. Yeah, he's the main character
But
in
here
this.
was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Yeah.
Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Tell me more about it. Oh, silence. Amazing. Okay.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
Didn't expect this.
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
What?
What? Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
That was it? What a twist, right? Okay, let's do it again.
All his co-workers were gone.
Do I have my stickers now?
Stanley decided
to go to
the meeting room. Perhaps
they remain
the
nice.
Confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Okay,
Stanley
same game.
Touched the bucket tightly to his
left
chest,
door.
Entered the door on his left.
Boss's office. Putting it on. Oh. Can I go on the table? Can I go on the table? Please. Okay.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet. Simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in.
Scobo, thank you for the raid.
But alas,
good morning.
No stickers.
Welcome in. Watch me becoming unemployed today, I think. I don't know. I'm in the office, nobody's here, it's just me and my bucket. And the narrator, who will not shut his mouth. Ever. Except for this very moment that I am talking to you, raiders. Good day. Hello. It's big brain time. Yeah, let's see if we can get all of the endings. I hope you had fun, guys.
Staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
We step to the boss's office. I go to the toilet. Yeah. Oh! Yippee!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
It's still money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Uh-oh. Can't see myself. I mean, we don't have feet. That's worrying. 3 out of 6. 3 out of 6.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. crushed by the... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I am just like Subaru from ReZero. I repeat life over and over and over and over and over again and over again. And so I exactly know what to do. Magical. Maybe less brutal. We are a ghost. Definitely. A vampire.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
And we put it on. Okay, perhaps now is the time to jump down and leave the place and whoop.
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the
We
dark
didn't
void
trip,
below.
we jumped.
Thankfully, he
on
fell directly
purpose.
onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall.
Yeah.
Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket
Okay,
was craving
anytime.
convenience. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home.
Where did they found
After some
these?
time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility.
I'm leaving.
This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
Oh, that's it.
It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again.
Okay, we are
staying
limited
on
here.
the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This
I
made
left
no
the path.
sense at all to the bucket.
Can I please?
It was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending.
Distance.
But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually.
Sag.
It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
No reward. Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed warmth.
It is
spread
time
through Stanley's arms.
to put the
With the bucket in his
facility
arms again,
stuff
he was
on.
home.
Mind control.
Stanley clutched the
Mind
bucket
control.
tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh shit.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
What's the record for people to stay in the broom closet? 4 hours? 5? When do we get a reward? No, not today.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
ad break is finishing now. Okay, nice, guys. You fell straight into the elevator music. Nice. I hear the narrator singing. What? Was he singing before? Okay, nothing has changed. Help. Come on.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
8,
life.
4,
Crushed
5.
by the weight of this, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Okay, last point on this route. Boom.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I can't imagine what's gonna happen. What will we see?
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Don't cry, Mr. Bucket-san. You're fine. I'm holding you.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Ding, ding,
But here
ding.
was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content.
Okay, we turn it on.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded
We
from this
turn it
very
on.
place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
And on.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had
Horror?
this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh!
Birds. Silly, silly birds.
Oh.
The control buttons became active again.
Oh my god! Oh my god. The amount of possibilities.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another.
Oh, okay.
And then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all.
Cute!
It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Ah, we got all of them. Yes! I made it. Those owls are cute, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. Here
Stanley
it comes.
picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We go downstairs. Okay. Downstairs now. I just ran over this one chair. Come on! I saw it happening. Hang on. Come on! Let me go on the table. Yes! Nice. Amazing. Funny. Okay.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But
He
alas,
said the same
no
thing.
stickers.
I'm disappointed. Truly.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Downstairs. Figure!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stan
That's easy.
figurines. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1?
Yes.
Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Amazing. Okay.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because
Oh,
he
it's
believed
so short
everyone
now.
had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred
Oh,
to
wow.
Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked.
Isn't this round
The
shorter?
bucket returned his gaze, but
Than
said
the
nothing
OG?
at all. That's strange, Stanley.
Wasn't there one more
Usually
room?
The bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Okay, watch him yap
That's when Stanley realized.
for the next
This
2
isn't
minutes.
my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Where are you?
Could it
Oh,
truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh. Whoops. Guys, don't eat buckets. It's not healthy.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Imagine. Backflipping to work? Interesting. Interesting way of moving your body. My Luna. I want to eat a KFC bucket. I never had KFC.
Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Right door.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Silence.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
Yes.
Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right. Then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired. Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home, here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
Oh, I want a coffee.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge.
Yes.
Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a
Hey
special
Toffles,
connection.
did you know we can only count to 4? Owie math.
Eski, thank you for 40. And the tier 3. Ooh. Tier 3, thank you so much, Eski. And Dragon Gamer, thank you for 58. Guys, thank you so much for the resubs. How are you doing? Please don't melt. Please hydrate. Welcome in. Thank you so much, guys. I think we have waited through this. I think he shuts now. It's not so bad here. Hell yeah. I'm glad. Hi, Onigiri. Okay. Let's move on.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge.
Yes.
And they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
Okay.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4. Owie math.
I'm thank you for 33 months. Thank you so much for the prime. How was your stream, Oymchen? Did you guys have fun? Good day. Love this bucket thing. It's so stupid. Holy. Wait, have I missed the right entrance? I did join his... Wait, I did follow his instructions, did I?
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no rem-
He's saying the same
If
things!
I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
He is saying the same thing! Come on! I'm expecting something new! Okay, I think I messed up.
Staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I was supposed to walk to the left... Wait. To the left door? Wait, and then straight? But now we are here all over again. I think I messed up. Guys, I messed up. Oh, we can do one more thing.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
2,
human life.
5.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken
7,
down
8.
into an emotional dumpster fire.
Shit.
if not for
2,
the soothing
wait, 2, 8,
presence of the
4,
bucket.
5.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
I had fun, but now it's too hot and no room to exist. How you like the game so far? It's nice. I didn't expect it to
This is
repeat
certainly
in
a
this kind of
logical
way.
Explanation.
For part 2. So I'm familiar with the rooms. And for now, I know where to go and what to grab and what to look for, but we get different endings. So that's nice. And I still have no clue what this whole thing is about.
Ahead through the large door that read "Mind Control." Although this passageway had the word "escape" written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
We go for it.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around
Yes.
and get back on track.
Yeah.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Yeah. Let's go get it. And... Oh! And my package is coming! Okay, BRB, guys. Amazing freeze of my model. Love it. Okay, I'm back. Hang on. I missed... Oh god, hang on. I missed YouTube chat indeed, guys. Indeed. Haven't paid attention. love this game. I'm glad. We have raiders. Fuse! Oh my goodness. Welcome in, guys. I just picked up a package. I hope you had a fun stream. Hello. I'm sorry, Fuse. Oh yeah. Okay, so I missed YouTube chats. I missed a raid. I was gone for 2 minutes. I swear to God. Hi, Minnie. I fused. I Shaz and I. What were you guys doing today? What were you playing? Wait, hang on. Oh, I see Ghost of Tsushima. Nice. Have you just started Fuse? Are you in the game for a bit now? Man, I'm still tempted to play it. Oh, I'm still tempted. I want to play Ghost of Yote so badly. Finish the main story. Nice. How many hours? How many hours of gameplay? Man, I remember finishing Horizon Zero Dawn with a solid 100 hours, but it included some side stories already, so I haven't finished it at 100%. I regret doing lethal. Bruh. Man, just be like me. Just be like me and play those big open world games at story. Cause I'm a little scaredy cat. 55 hours apparently. Oh, that's okay. Alright. Nice. Well done. So proud of you. One unblockable. 1% HP. Living on the edge is what Fuse does and loves. I see. Okay. Our mission is to jump to death now with our bucket friend. So, watch me do it. In Minecraft. That was very unspectacular. Oh, we're still going. We are alive still. I remember now.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
Will the bucket
This
save
is what
us?
Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
I don't see that. Okay. We were not crushed to death. I see it. Hi, Bluey.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Wait, I have to change. Please, phone, don't pick up these noises. Can we go? Okay. Oh. Don't open windows, pissy. Okay. Oh. So now we can finally check out the museum that I have skipped because I was afraid
Can you
of.
see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Wow. That's mean. Never mind. It's an entirely different museum, so it's really all about buckets. Oh my god, that's so stupid. Oh my goodness. That's a crazy illustration. The golden one. No, this is not golden. Inferno bucket. Nice. Okay. The stress bucket. Negative forecasting, negative thinking goes into the bucket. And out comes rest and relaxation. Surely. The stress bucket. I want one. Oh. In the early days. A cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. Wow. Crazy. Truly stunning.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
If we have to go back, I think if that's the right way, then I have to check out. Isn't there like a different corner? No, wait, this one? Oh. Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay. The hanging bucket. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. Do we jump? Wait. Oh wow. Okay. We are floating. Of course we are a ghost. We are floating. Easy. I can pick this up. Oh. Okay.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Uh-oh.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
Oh, we could restart.
Save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together.
I want to see both.
As ruler, as leader.
I want to know both. We haven't restarted in the middle of doing. What if we restart? Oh my goodness. No.
As commander of a new world, a new vision for...
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Oh. I'll do it again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we do this again.
Today, the bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfect.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. We will ignore the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
We ignore it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yippee! Let's find out.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Caused by gnomes.
The door
To
behind
be
them was not
precise.
shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Pew.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Apparently he did
In
not
a single
cry.
visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Okay. Ding, 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 ding,
It was a
ding.
shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket
Can you
friend.
see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley? No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Okay.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools.
Dun dun dun. I did it. Okay. I don't know if that was if that helped at all,
All of
but
his co-workers were gone.
here we
What
are.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of... Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Oh, what? Hey, I'm trying to escape here. Hello? Hello? How?
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch,
Oh.
but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief
Owie
in the
corker.
magic of the bucket.
I cannot go on the table. What the hell? Hi Blaze, thank you for 37. How are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Okay. Okay. Later. Oh.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We are so slow. Could it be? A little slower? Okay, right door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Nope. We go here. Oh. Hi, Snow.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place
Oh.
eventually.
Oh, God.
You see, your
Beautiful.
friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Okay.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh, God. Loud.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes.
What?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Mm-hmm. The bucket. Mm-hmm.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We
No.
need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
That's a big
Can you guess
machine
what the Bucket Destroyer does?
for just
Surely you don't need me to
buckets
spell it out for you.
destroyed.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the bucket destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of bucket destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket
Oh
destroyer.
my god. Oh, okay, okay.
Bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting.
No.
Do it, the fans,
No.
Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
No. I mean, I pressed the button, but I don't know if it was quick enough.
The bucket destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the
Aww.
moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Aww. I was too late. Hi, Karin. Welcome. Damn, so we have to repeat that. And throw in the bucket.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally.
Oh, I did put it away,
This is
okay.
Great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got
Oh
what
no,
I wanted.
never mind. Never mind. I thought he was talking about the bucket.
The embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket.
Math,
calling to
welcome
him,
in. Thanks for the
telling him
follow.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to
Hi,
be.
Neo.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meet, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Nice bucket, thank you. It's a limited edition.
Good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Can I open
You
the
see,
broom
your
closet?
friends and I are concerned for you. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and
He's
the Broom
ignoring.
Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Okay, I'm ready
Don't
now.
you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Hi, Ada.
I think it'll
Welcome
make a
in.
wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say
Hey.
goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I'm doing it now, guys. I'm doing it now. 3.
Now
Two.
listen to me.
Oh.
It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
We need some
I don't know what
07s.
the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket.
3,
Destroying buckets
2,
is all it knows.
1.
That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying,
Huh?
how does a character
I
with
can't
only
put it
one
in.
personality trait
Eh?
deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore
Okay,
the bucket
I can't.
destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance
Oh,
that
wow.
it's really like 10 personality traits.
Okay.
What other object in this game can you even say that about?
I can't
The room
throw
closet?
it.
Certainly not. I wonder what sort of bucket destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the
Wow.
bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the
I
classic
can't.
Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and
They didn't let me put it in. Okay. That was bait. We got you baited, guys. It's Adam.
Bucket
Okay,
destroyer.
my bad.
Prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Hi, Wild Fox. Yo, Grim. Enjoy the vacation. Okay, we are moving on. Dim, dim, dim.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just... The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here
But
it was.
we will skip
Had
it.
the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better?
No.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
We jump.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Apparently we fell on some boxes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed... Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Okay. Oh,
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
uh-oh. Flashbang. Another one.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Okay. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Hello? I saw interaction. Hello? Oh, excuse me. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press any button to take me to work with you. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head. Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me. Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press any button for us to go back. Oh.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Yum, yum, yum. Oh god. Press any button to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Ooh.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Uh-oh.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Stuntman, have a good day at work. Have a nice break. Thank you very much. Hi, Fishy. Hi, Jay. Press any button to relive the same day with me over and over. Relive, not relieve. Relive. Okay.
Oh my god, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Press any button to go home to work, to home, to work, to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do.
This is so wrong.
Situation.
This is so romantic. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Hello? This is so wrong. It is so wrong.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it.
I
Give it
wish.
to me now. Give it or I'll...
I wish I could go back to work, Stanley. Okay. How are you, Dina? I am confused. Highly confused. Hi, Naven.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Okay, we
And
repeat
here it was.
until we get to the telephone, and then we
Never mind.
cut it
The
off.
bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good.
I will,
said the
I
bucket.
will.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and...
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke.
Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Huh?
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I don't know.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times. just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Oh my god. This escalated quickly.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Oh boy. Okay. Phew. Oh. We just go back? I don't remember the first round. Oh yeah. Oh, true. Okay, we couldn't jump down.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in
Cannot jump
stitches.
off
Talking bucket,
the crane.
you'll say, how ridiculous, how absurd, what a hilarious concept. The king of comedy, that's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
I have lost one sticker, by the way.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Okay, what now? Hi, Ella. We have a friend. I'm concerned. I'm confused. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know how we'll end up, honestly. This is such a fever dream. Try jumping jacks. I wish I could. So...
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone.
Bruh.
Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this was all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Oh.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp.
No.
I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
No.
Yes, surely that will help me.
No. Oh.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale...
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashed
Oh,
you love
shit.
the bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
We made it through the main story. But there's more.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Eh?
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Welcome to the whiteboard ending. It doesn't close. Yay! Okay. Cute. Okay. Alright. This.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
There's still
But Stanley had
things.
felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Shut
Well,
up.
never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I need silence.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Please.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
No.
There's something up there I need you to do.
No.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly
He
did
ignores
whatever
me.
the bucket asked.
I jumped. He didn't care. What the hell? I am here now. Hi, Chrome.
No, stop.
Oh.
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this
Oh,
point."
shut up.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Oh. Oh god, okay.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket.
What?
Actual bucket.
Mean.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect.
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Wow.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
This is a bucket.
Yippee! I made me cry. Oh,
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
no.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket.
Yay!
To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
I want to pick different answers next time.
Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Are you okay?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
This is clearly a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Huh? Yeah.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
What? Okay. I don't see a bucket.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
No, I'm clear in my head. My mind is fresh and...
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
No.
I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No.
Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh. Andy,
What?
happy
Is
second
everything gone?
anniversary.
Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
What?
Oh my God, I had no idea.
We were inside a bucket.
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Well,
And you,
congrats.
Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Yippee.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Aww.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Very confused dream-oriented story. It is. Sorry, Tina, everything was a bucket. No! Okay. I would love to repeat the game that we have
All of
just
his
played
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
and give stupid answers.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a...
Stanley's
yeah.
the only co-worker he would ever choose.
Friend.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind.
We didn't get removed, so we are not a bucket. Congrats,
Stanley took the door
chat!
on his left
You
to
are
go
not
back
buckets.
To the meeting room.
So happy for you. So happy
No.
for you.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the
Hi,
way
Vix.
to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But
I
Stanley
identify
chose
as a
not
bucket
to
now.
think about this obvious
If that is
fact.
your wish.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Let's play a game, I would say.
Explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
Let's play a
If
game.
that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Yes, sir. Let's play a game. Okay.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Got it, sir.
Simple enough, right? This
Yes.
should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Let's see
Okay,
if
begin.
it's the same order, then the first one is not
Item 1.
a
Is
bucket.
this a bucket?
This is a hologram.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket,
Yeah.
not an actual bucket.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No, it's a 3D replica. No, no.
Correct.
Yeah.
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket?
This is no bucket.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Really? Wow. Disappointed.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
This is clearly a bucket. Do you see the metal? Yeah.
Are you hallucinating? This
No.
is a tractor. It's an
No, it's-
enormous
it's a
machine
bucket.
that tills the earth. I thought this was a
No.
gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up?
No,
Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket?
Yeah, this is a bucket. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I
This
told you.
is a bucket.
It looks completely different. But it's still a bucket. It's the bucket family.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
But this is a bucket. Yeah. It's an invisible bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here.
No,
And
it's
I don't
invisible.
appreciate
Trust.
the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Do you remember in Harry Potter when Hermione had this cloak that would make you invisible? We just used that one. So it was there. It's just been invisible. Trust me, man. It was the cloak. The Harry Potter one. You know? Stuff happens. It only makes sense. No. I forgot his question.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Me too.
I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
You are.
Losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay.
I feel like
Here we go.
this ain't working for too long. And then we are back in reality.
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket?
Mm-hmm.
My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But
Okay.
if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Okay.
Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I want to find the other two figures. We are missing two. Where are they? I want to find
Just a
them.
step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Do I still get over here? Oh yeah, I do. Okay. Let's do this.
Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No, no, surely not.
I don't get it. How do I get up here? It makes no sense. Now, okay. However, I did that. Okay. Let's...
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception.
Oh.
This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket?
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Oh my god.
My God, Stanley.
What the
You did it.
fuck?
You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all
What?
12 emblems of sages and knew the
What?
incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless.
You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Holy shit. Okay. Okay. Hi, Papanza. Hi, Brass. Oh god. Poor bucket. We will never be the same again. But now it's over. We are back at the start, and we are back to
All
finding
this
our
television
friend.
gone. What
the
could it
bucket.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them. Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
We take our bucket
Perhaps
friend with
50
us.
clicks will do. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. You see, now that you've gotten the bucket involved, my standards have gone up. Merely clicking a single door is no longer enough. Now, I want to see you press this bucket against multiple doors. Now, that's the kind of thing that merits an achievement. Why don't you put 20 bucket touches into door 417?
Whoa. Okay. Here it goes.
Okay, great. Now, go touch the bucket on door 437 a few times.
437, 437, 437. No.
Yes, now we're getting somewhere. How about door 415? Give it some bucket love.
Bucket love. Have my love.
Now back to door number 437.
Me and my bucket. Going on adventures,
You know, I think the copy machine needs some attention. Why don't you rub the bucket on it a bit? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay. Alumin.
Okay, now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk.
I'm stuck. Come on. Come on.
Yes, this is great. Now the bucket knows exactly what it's like to be employee 419.
Yippee!
Now, let's introduce it to door 416.
Oh yeah, here we go. Now it's there.
We've almost got it. Now make the bucket and the copy machine touch again.
Okay. Copy machine.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 touches of the bucket on door 430. Yes! We did it!
Yay!
That felt amazing. You know, not all buckets will
First
get
try,
this kind of
first try.
experience. They won't all know what it's like to slam repeatedly against nearly every door in one section of an office building, or what it's like to be employee 419. Buckets may dream of an experience like this, but few can say they've truly lived it. You've given a bucket hope today. Stanley, I'm very proud of you.
I am a very nice person, I know. Thank you very much. I know. So what is left? We went downstairs. We went to the boss's office.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What is left? Any decisions I haven't made yet? Downstairs is just the loop. Nothing happens. Upstairs is the boss's office. The elevator isn't working. Where are the other two figures? Where are they?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Where
But
are
Stanley
the
had felt
figures?
the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Where is it?
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay. We went back here once.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Didn't you see the hints? Oh, I have to reread it. We haven't been at the red and the blue door yet. How did we unlock that? How did we unlock the red and blue door? Retrieve Chris's remains from the warehouse floor. What happened? Hi, Harley. Oh, there. A large room. Lots of boxes. Somewhere both red and blue. Red and blue. We haven't seen that one yet. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
I
office.
have to think. A large room. This one.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Many boxes, large room. And the red and blue. What was it?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, I can go back up? Oh.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up?
What?
When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
There's no numbers. Oh. Nice. Okay.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
Oh. Wait, is it the right keypad? That's the keypad, right? Is it?
Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Oh, this elevator. I want to go in the other one, but it's never working. Wait, and now we go here again?
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Oh. Okay, no, now.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through
No!
that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. I think I will restart.
No, 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 said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
All right.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Okay. Let's see.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I think I'm going downstairs again. Wasn't the red and blue door downstairs at some point?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy?
Okay. Do you want a hint? Oh.
Now this, Stanley thought to himself, this.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm just thinking about what I have been missing.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Haven't we
But Stanley had felt
entered
the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee
all
lounge
rooms?
was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Do
Well,
I
no,
have to repeat
never
stuff
mind.
more often?
The bucket was wrong.
Like,
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
we couldn't escape in the facility. So the door would shut again because no buckets outside. What else? Yeah, I would take a hint.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Do I not take the bucket with me? Is it around without the bucket?
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the
okay,
meeting
without-
room,
okay,
and from
I
then
read
on,
your
he would
message,
never
okay.
be alone ever again.
So, but it was downstairs, right? It was downstairs, left door.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Or, no, wait,
he
hang
entered
on.
the door on his left.
Oh, I know.
This was not the correct way to the
okay.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Right.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop
I know
by
where
the
to go.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay.
It was
Collecting
okay.
figures. Big room with
But
boxes.
eager to get back to
And
business,
the doors.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, don't jump down.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been
okay.
about nothing but you.
I
all
found them
this
both.
time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh man, miscalculated.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Okay.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's collect the other one first. Okay, I saw it. I was like, okay, this room is big. This one has
When Stanley
boxes.
came
So
to a
how
set
do
of
I?
two
Where
open
do
doors,
I?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Okay,
and
guys,
Stanley
we are
knew
so
it perfectly
close.
Well, perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh my god.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, help. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, this is not okay. Okay. This is so difficult. Can we please? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on a second. I'm scared now. Dude, I'm messing up. Yeah.
Close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very
Aw.
soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Lorines.
Oh, please don't say that word. Hi, Veet. Yes, we made it! Okay. And there is more. Hi, Booty. There is more. More secrets. Oh. Oh.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out
Lost
all
cat,
to be in
no.
the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Okay. Ah, beautiful. Okay, one
All
more.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, okay. One more, one more.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Don't fall,
Perhaps he
Tina.
wanted to stop
Don't
by
trip.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Stanley, don't trip. No
But
tripping.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, okay. I got this.
Stanley, I think
I
perhaps
got
we've
this.
gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I got
I'm
this.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
What?
Oh.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. Here it comes. Here it comes. Da,
Now
da, da.
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I can't remember. So we take the red one.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Oh, true, okay.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way
Hi,
we're doing
Yomizu.
right now.
How are you
Don't you see that
doing?
it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay, we have to restart this shit.
What do we want?
Maybe.
What are we looking for?
Is the figure here?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
You good? I'm glad. Is the game fun? The game is confusing, but it's very fun. Because the narrator is Chef's Kiss. It's part 2, so...
No, wait. Where are you going?
So we unlock some more endings to the story.
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you
the figure
die,
up
the game
here.
will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Figurine.
Please,
Collecting,
no, Stanley, let me
collecting,
stay
collecting.
here. Don't
Shut
take
up.
this from me.
No figure. Okay.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No!
Okay.
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
Okay. Again, blue door. Break time. Okay, let's find the last one.
Stanley decided to go to
The last hint were the
check on his
doors.
co-workers.
Yeah.
He never functioned well by himself and
So-
constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2
Okay,
open doors, this
blue
was
door.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
Then I don't know. After we find the
But
last
eager to
figure,
get back
I don't
to
know
business,
if
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
we will find anything
Stanley
else.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy.
Breakdown. But your workday just started.
Trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story
Uh-oh.
has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really?
Unemployment awaits me today.
Zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Ah!
And there it is.
Yes!
Stiggly Wiggly. Say
Stiggly
this,
Wiggly.
Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
We
This
made
is doing
it!
something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
Why?
So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
No.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
That's so unsatisfying. What the hell? And now? Now nothing
Now
else.
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, so we have everything now. And now? Like, there's no ending to the game, is it? Like, it's just, the loop continues, there's nothing new. I mean, we hit the end once, kind of, but it's still no end. And we are going to the blue door, just for the sake of it.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh, true.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
The end is never the end, 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 the end is never...
Broken rooms, exposed...
End is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. It's never the end.
Ruining the entire
It's never the
story
end.
written out specifically for you.
It's never the end. It's never the end. The end is never the end.
Because I
The end.
And in the end,
The
it
end
was
is never
all
the
for
end.
nothing, because
never the
this
end.
is what you wanted.
It's never the end.
Help me.
It's never the end.
Stanley. Help elucidate these
never the end.
strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yeah,
Work
trees.
With me, you've given me absolutely
Mountains.
nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels...
Oh, true. We can play the game again.
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to stop you there.
Now,
Tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
I'm giving him
To be
1
honest,
stars
I'm
now.
looking for some real critical feedback here.
Critical. Last time it was 4. I'm giving you a 1 and see how you react.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Oh.
And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The leaderboard. Okay. Oh. Yes. Nico Nacho. Okay. Okay. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. Okay. Okay, we are going again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
No.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
07. Goodbye.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try.
I'm sorry.
I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Oh yeah, I want to check out.
What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Can I now have Minecraft? I really need a coffee, guys. Okay, it's still...
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
It's about the wilds. Wolves.
But it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Erotic?
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley, and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
This is so pretty. Yeah, I forgot about it, right? I would have loved if they implemented both. Like the other game as well, like Minecraft and, oh no, there was something else in the first game. But they didn't. Okay, I think that's it. I don't know if we can achieve anything else. To be fairly honest, I think we have seen everything.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Wow. April. Come on.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh. Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
Ooh. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Okay. Oh yeah, true. True.
Wonderful. See,
It
this
was
is
that
exactly
one.
what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Rocket League.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, come on. I fit it in the center. Come on. Okay, okay.
Are you
This
doing
is-
it? Are you
I'm
winning?
doing it.
Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Whoa. Yay! Boom.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
Yeah.
Are you having fun?
Let
Is this
me
a
play.
real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun.
Already
when I
better
let
than me
you,
in Rocket
Stanley.
League.
Besides, you need
Come on.
someone like me to set boundaries.
Come
for you.
on.
Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows?
Hi,
You're an
Peck.
inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Hold on. What are you doing?
I escaped.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I totally forgot about this. I totally forgot about this. Oh. Are we in the back rooms? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Oh, it's our room. Okay. Okay.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
There we are. Okay. If there's no other things to unlock here, then I think we did it. I think that's it. It's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end, but I think that's it now.
Stanley, I'm sorry,
Oh.
but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines.
Oh.
Those figglers.
Oh, never mind.
I've been thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Okay, guys, here it comes. Ah, yes, okay. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Okay. Here it comes, Toffits. Okay.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Oh. No, 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 hang on. No, 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 hold on. Wait. Wait. Was that right? Oh my god! Okay. Help? Oh, shit. Oh,
And
no.
here was the second Stanlerine.
Oh, okay,
You
was it
found
right?
this one all on your own, just by
okay.
poking around behind the boss's office.
Oh, I just
You
thought
did that, Stanley.
I did something
I'll
wrong.
be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them.
Thank
Let alone
you.
6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Oh.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
The third one?
No. Under the stairs was the 4th place you
Aww.
not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of
I
blend
forgot the
together,
first
don't
figurine,
they?
guys.
You know what? If
Amazing.
Under the stairs feels like the
I
3rd
fucked up.
place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
I fucked up with the first one. I'm so mad.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a figly in this pink room.
No, that's a lie.
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
This ain't part of the story. Is it because I fucked up?
This was the 5th mini-stand, and this
What
one
if I
was
fall
really
down now?
something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Oh no, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That's so stupid.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time
Oh
making
my
that video,
God.
but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Okay. God, what if I fall down?
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Da, da. Oh. You are in the present. Oh, that's disturbing.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Brother. What the fuck? Okay. Baited. Okay, now I could try and not mess up.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
I have a headache. I am having a headache here.
And
oh my
here's
god.
where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh no! Ah!
Yes. Love that video.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Painful.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Here it comes. Oh. Okay, interesting.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
It's bothering me so much that I lost one of them. Ah! Okay, what now? Exit. Oh, we are back here. Wow. It's all empty. Collectibles. Okay.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
I think you cannot collect the big one. I think we cannot interact with it. It's too far away. Yeah, I know. Surely the game isn't trying to say something with the section. We keep going. We keep walking. We keep walking. Whenever this ends today, I'm gonna end stream.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
And here we are. Boom.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more.
No!
And then I'll retire him for good.
Please.
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, God. Is that bait now? Am I? What? I don't trust that one yet. I don't trust that one now. Jesus Christ. The end is never the end. It's never the end.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Nah, man, nah.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. That's it, guys. I think that's it. I think that's really it now. Oh. Hi, Marcus.
Owie a wooing, owie a wooing.
Thank you for 43. Thank you so much. I hope you're well. Please hydrate. Okay. I think that's it. I think that is it. I think...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the
I
office.
think we
but
managed
didn't
it
make
now.
a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I think that's it. Well done, Tina. Right? Right? We are done now. We are done. We are done. This is giving such a weird feeling now because I stand in this stupid office again. You can always check an all endings video to see if you missed any. Yeah. There's always more endings, but I think you've seen a lot. Yeah. I think I have seen a lot, guys. Oh, God. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Okay. I'm really... Coffee is awaiting. I just wonder if that's it for today. Like, yeah. Which would make a very short stream today. But I don't know if I want to draw after the game now because I have a small headache, honestly. So, hi Dreamy. Save me from heat, please. I wish I could. I wish I could help you. Yeah. I think that's a good time to end it for today. And then we have a packed stream on Saturday with art. And then next week is gonna be really chaotic. In a good way. Because we have... Possibly... I am joining... a collab on Monday. If things go well. And then I'm playing... that stupid chameleon game. With a bunch of others. This could happen midstream, so we wouldn't have much time at the start. If things stay as they are, I'll be joining around 3 PM, so we could have a small chat and maybe sketch something before we start. I heard that Lita also got the game. Yeah, maybe we play it together. There's nothing set in stone yet, but I think like we still have some days. Start what? The chameleon game. The funny new multiplayer game. Hi, you're welcome, and I'm sorry. I mean, you never finished this game, but we've seen lots, and it's past my break time. I'm having a headache, and I feel like it's a good time to call it. Yeah, drink a coffee, rest, and then I can work a bit today. Yeah, let's go to chatting. Actually, let's go over here. Make a chameleon, yeah. True. It's such a stupid game. I cannot wait. Have you seen... Wait, I need to shut the game. Quit to menu and quit to desktop. Okay. Have you seen that stupid Spider-Man meme of the game? Like somebody just hanging a Spider-Man on the roof, like on the ceiling. It was hilarious. Yes. Oh my goodness. But yeah, have you seen that video in the right corner? The bottom right. Or is Patrick the star? Oh, this is good too. I haven't seen that one. There are amazing clips. Yeah, I need to watch some maybe. I'm yawning so much today. Boy, what's What's wrong with me? What's wrong? Ay, ay, ay. There's no video on the right. I don't get it. Why are you so... Why don't you enjoy it? I need to show some teaser without showing my face. Obviously. There is the chest. And I cannot have... Like, I cannot avoid it for the perfect teaser. Right? What did you expect? Kneecaps? Still breaking my screen. I try. I'm not complaining. Okay. But yeah, I'm very excited, guys. Next week, Saturday, announcement will come. I have to work for it. I have to record stuff. And I have to wait for some commissions to finish, hopefully in time. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Oh man. But yeah, okay. Let's see. I've never rated anybody at that time of day. Who's live? Who is live? Man, that's exciting now. See, there's a cool artist. And there. And more. Rar. Rar. I would send you. We keep up the gaming streams, and I sent you. I sent you to Akame. Think we haven't had a chance in a while. And they are playing Batman. Nice. It looks cool. It looks really nice. Yo. Nice. Could be something I like. Okay. Toffels, thank you so much for joining the game news today. Even though it was a short stream, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the company. It was so silly again. Yeah, I'll be back on Saturday. Any Discord streams? No promise, but maybe. Perhaps, maybe. Until then, you keep hydrating. Lots and lots. It's staying warm. Take care of yourselves. Stay amazing. Thank you for all the support. And goodbye. Have fun. Be nice.